How we feeling?
Mid, bright and early, chilly, rainy Miami morning, which is unusual down here, but of course, Wodapalooza weekend, the rain is back. It literally hasn't rained in like months. This happens every year with Wodapalooza. Doesn't rain for all of winter, and then Wodapalooza weekend, it pours, and people are coming in from all over the world for Miami weather, and they get quite the contrary, which is tough for the event organizers too, because they have to change the workouts midway through, because it could be dangerous, slippery. But anyway, all that to say, we're a week out. Hopefully that doesn't end up being the case for the weekend. Right now, it's Monday morning. We're gonna have a little shoot with Red Bull, which is exciting. We've got a whole crew. Gonna film some cool waterfalls and prep stuff. Muy bien. Very good.
What are we waiting for?
We just did a little location change. They wanted to get a city shot, so we're in Brickell. They're just getting the whole rig camera set up. Nervous though, because General Chandler is waiting for us back at Peak, and he's pretty strict on his timing. And any other day I would spend all day doing shots over and over and over again, but when you got Chandler Smith waiting for you, better be on time.
Cool.
Golden?
Oh,
Head
3
to the
minutes to
gym?
spare. 3 minutes
Beautiful.
to spare.
Thank you, crew. Appreciate you guys hustling a little bit.
Peak 360.
Yes, sir.
Head over that way.
See you shortly. We made our way to Peak 360, which for me is home sweet home. For this guy, it's home away from home. Special guest, Mr. Chandler Smith, and we are going to take on a weekly beast, which Chandler's been doing from afar, Aaron and I've been doing right here. Chandler and Jeff have attempted to beat us twice using the same weights that Aaron and I used, that Jesse was also contributing to, which is very, very tough, and they've come impressively close. This time, Chandler and I are getting to team up on it, and we're doing a very cardio-based, almost high roxy sort of weekly beast workout, because we're doing at least one, potentially a couple more High Rocks events together this year, starting with High Rocks Miami, which is on April 19th.
500 calories in the Echo. There's one Echo bike. We'll split the calories.
500? That's a lot.
A big one. And it'll be split however you want to. So I can do one, and Noah can do 49. The only rule is that every 50, we have to sandbag lunge or burpee, whichever one partner can do one, the other partner will do the other. You go down 10 yards, and then we'll split a 25 calorie ski, and then we'll switch. I mean, you lunge and burpee back, and then after we're done with the workout, we'll take 10 minutes to find our max 10 rep clean. We're doing some pretty heavy cleans for Wodapalooza, so we still want to do some stuff that's prepping up for that event, because we got to go win that. And after we're done with that, we'll do a max set of synchro toes to bar, again, as some Wodapalooza prep. But both of those are things that you guys can do at home too. Find your 10 RM, and maybe you can take on this workout yourself if you got a buddy who likes to sit in the Echo and want to prep for a high rock without getting any more running. I think if we get 50 on the toes to bar, no, happy. And 265 today for the power cleans will probably be all that's really necessary. We're working at 255 for the event, so anything past that is kind of just an ego stroke, and that is an important thing to do every now and then, but I mostly want to stay healthy so that way I can be ready to rock and roll in a couple of days with these guys. A 13-12 and a 14-11.
Okay. Okay, that's all the way. Sure does.
Yeah. So we'll have you start, and we'll try to hold at the RPM. Like, less important. I don't want to like rush and go nuts on it. Or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather try to hold like that RPM pace that we're holding for the cleaning.
Yeah.
I'll have you start with the 11 because it takes a while for it to start. So 11 is long. I'll take the 14 if it takes us to 25, and then I go on for 12, that's the 37. I finish, and then shoot. Probably makes more sense for a guy coming off the bike to go to Berkeley's. Okay, the guy who's fresh to do the lunges.
Perfect. So that would be you going off of the bike.
I'll be finishing the bike
Yeah.
this time.
So you'll work this just start. Then once we get down there, who starts skiing?
Let's do get there.
Yeah. Okay. And then just split that in half, or do you want to?
The first guy maybe goes 13 or something.
Easy beans.
Sweet. Same one.
know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. The crash came when the cash came. Spend it before you get it like those rookies all on draft day. For the love like it's match game. Hit the ground running, really do it for my last name. They act different when the facts change. I'm not with the tip for tag games. In my own league I don't chase game. In my own league I don't hang with lanes. I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. Now how could that be? Talking about who can't be talking about me. Feeling like Stretch where I got all this reach. Feeling too blessed when I step on these beats. Now how could that be? I could beat the pressure, I could beat the 2-3. Jab, jab, hook, then I duck and I weave. It was never you, it was me versus me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. Better get some, swinging for the fences, I might leave it in the sun.
Looking shredded, baby.
Stack a couple tickets just to leave it to my son.
How was that? Good. Obviously the last couple reps of the clean were hard, but I think I probably had 5 to 10 more pounds in me. That was 255, maybe could have done 60, 65. I don't think a whole lot more than that. But after, 40 minutes of metconning, decent. That's good practice for Wodapalooza because we have a workout that has power cleans at 255, and I think the biggest set of touch and go I'm supposed to do is 5. So knowing that I can do 10 means I'm at 50% of my capacity on game day. We'll have plenty in the tank. Now we're gonna do as many total bars as we can. Also Wodapalooza prep, we have to do 75 as a team of 3. Chandler and I were gonna see if we could do 50, just the 2 of us, unbroken. There's only one way to find out.
I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't.
Whatever, it could be like 27 you and Trav, 28 you and me. It just since you're a little bit better there, obviously I'm fatigued, but like if Trav can take a slightly bigger set in the opening because he gets the rest, you're good enough to keep going in the middle, which will help Trav and I out, and then you're lead on the lunges. So you guys pretty good.
Yeah,
As always,
it's cool.
it's funny how like some people when the lights come on, and he's like the best I've ever seen with it. I think early on in our careers we've been training together for like this is coming up on year 10, and I was always like, dude, aren't you sending it? Like, I'm dying every single session. Why aren't you dying every single session? And I used to trip about it, and he has never, as a teammate, like not shown up ready to perform. Like, we've all made mistakes during competition or things like not gone our way or whatever, but like no matter what, that's the guy that you want on your team every single time. And it's been cool for me to learn like how there's different means, but his end has been obviously a lot better than mine, but different ways to get to the same end. It's helped me be a little bit more open-minded and seeing how folks can just be ready. But even today, just like with the simulated thing, we've been playing around with 255 for the last like 2 weeks, and he has not moved it like that, and that's after 40 something minutes of work, and that's the best he's moved it. And then we have ideas for these numbers. We're gonna hit the toes bar, and I'm exhausted from the workout, and he gets even better at the time. So he's a marvel. It's like pretty impressive. Always happy, infinite energy, never hurt, type of guy that always makes you think you have a chance when you go into competition. And with stuff like that, if he's capable of doing that in practice, like whatever he's going to be able to pull out in competition is going to be pretty special. So we might have a chance. We'll see.
We are back. Sorry that we cut out on you guys there. We got really wrapped up in the rest of that Red Bull shoot. I'm now down on Miami Beach. We just checked in for Wodapalooza. Myself, Chandler Smith, who you just saw taking on the Weekly Beast with me, and Travis Mayer, our team of the boys. We won Wodapalooza 2 years ago, and then we took third. We had another team last year that took third, so hopefully we can bring it back and take home the W this weekend. Back to YouTube though. After Chandler and I wrapped up the Weekly Beast, we took on an EMOM of rope climbs, handstand walking, and sled drags, which are all things that we're gonna see in the competition this weekend. So we were just getting prepped for that. Did a few more things for the Red Bull shoot. That was my first big full production Red Bull piece with them, which is very cool. That's a partnership that I'm super excited about. Although they are an energy drink company, they're kind of like a media brand. They produce a lot of cool stuff. So I'm excited to have finally produced my first piece with them. That's now live on my Instagram and YouTube channel with a lot more to come. I think that that's all we got. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the pre-Wodapalooza YouTube video. There is, of course, going to be a full post-Wodapalooza recap of all of the events, and hopefully at the end of the weekend, we'll be standing on top of the podium. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us. We'll see you next time.